What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Eagle Nation is in the building. 28-22 Eagles victory over the Vikings. So much to unpack from this game. I mean, so much. We're gonna try to make this as nice and easy and as educational as possible and exciting as possible, because this was an exciting win. This was a good win. We was a team that lost the last two games. Things wasn't looking good. We weren't looking like we were headed in the right direction. We weren't even looking like the former Super Bowl champs. We know we lost a lot of people. We got some injuries. Everything seemed to be piling up, and we was able to come out with a victory because King Jalen, the system hurts, did what he had to do in order to win the game. What up, Ziggy? You know what this remind me of? Remember that old Shaq commercial? This was Jalen. This is Jalen. Do you want me to run it? No. No. Do you want me to pass it? Yes. What do you want? Y'all don't know what y'all want from Jalen. Jalen told you I could do whatever you need me to do when it's time to do it. If I need to run to get the win, I'm going to run it. If I need to go ahead and do the Philly shove to get the win, I'll go ahead and do that. If I need to thread the needle and dot balls up through the air, I can do that too. If whatever you need, I got you. He like Carl Hines. Remember the old Carl Hines commercials back in the day?
I'm Carl Hines.
I got you. I'm Jalen Hines, and I got you, man. Whatever you want him to do, he did. 326-yard passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, only incompleted 4 passes, 19 for 23, perfect quarterback rating. It don't get no better than this. As an Eagles fan who really fought hard in behalf of Jalen Hurts, it don't get no better than this. So, Tim, go ahead. I could talk all day. I'm so hyped. So go ahead. I know you want to add, your little whatever you want to say, and then as soon as you finish, I'll jump right back on. No, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, let's dig into the numbers. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles and their offense today. But let's look how my young boys did today. Let's start off with Jalen Hurts. He threw for 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, had a perfect quarterback rating of 158.3. That's my young boy. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 sacks. The offensive line was a little shaky at times, but I do feel that the center boy that came in for Cam Durkin did a solid job.
He did.
Cam Durkin was struggling all year long for the fact that I thought Jalen had the most protection from a passing standpoint this game than he had all year long. As far as the run, we hot garbage with the run still. Something's going on. We just not good with running the ball. I feel sorry for Saquon. Right now, Saquon finished the game with 44 yards, rushing on 18 attempts. He got his attempts, but we just not running the ball. There's something going on. And to me, it starts with the center and the guards. It's like, because that's where he kind of got all his plays last year, running up the middle, and it's just not there right now.
So we got to get some blocking from the outside too, because we did a lot of tall sweep plays and all that kind of stuff like that to try to work the outside. So you got to make sure that tight ends, wide receiver, everybody got to hit them blocks, because I think his first 5 or 6 run plays was all tall sweeps to the left and some to the right, but mostly it's like it was going to the left. So you got it, everybody. In order for a run play to be successful, the majority of people got to pick up their blocks, especially that initial block. Saquon good enough in most cases to get second level and avoid the second level tackles, but you got to get that first block, man. That first block was getting blown up all night long, all day long, all afternoon. It was crazy.
No, I agree with that. But wide receivers, both of them. If I'm giving my grades to the wide receivers, A+ to Jalen, not Jalen, but AJ Brown, and A+ to Devonta. Devonta had a game of his life. He had the absolute game of his life. What he finished with 183 yards, receiving 9 receptions. Which touchdown pass did you like best? Did you like the seam route to AJ? To me, that was sweet.
I like the seam route to AJ because it was AJ. I still like the dagger play. Dagger play is just it's history now. Like when you hear somebody throw the dagger, you gonna think of Smitty in the Super Bowl with Jalen. But I feel bad for my man Isaiah Rodgers because he was on the
I did too.
On the opposite end of the two biggest plays possible plays the game, the touchdown to Smitty, and then the third down to AJ Brown on 3rd and 9. And I understood what he was playing. Like he was playing inside, so he was thinking he was going to go short. He was looking for the short, quick 10, 12-yard gain, and they baited him. They baited him. He kicked his head in there. AJ went deep, and the rest is history. And I mean, and as always, Jalen dropped that deep ball on the dot on the button.
Ain't nobody in the league got a better deep ball than
Hey, Mr. Wayne, you asked a very interesting question. He said, "Dag, where Ethan and Wayne at?" I think we know why Ethan and Wayne. They might show up. I don't know, but
listen, we all know why Ethan and Wayne ain't here.
I'm just saying.
Just like we know why MOTC ain't here.
MOTC, where you at? MOTC, where you at?
These boys have been loyal fans of Carson Wentz. They've been his groupies. They've been with him from thick through thin. They hate Jalen Hurts because they love Carson Wentz.
Yeah, and they always hide.
Carson Wentz revenge game, and all three of them is not here.
X-Man, you're right. They always hide when Jalen do what they ask him, because this is how you know boys be a little fraudulent. Because they be like, "Oh, I need Jalen to get, to be this dominant passer and do all this stuff that you see Patrick Mahomes doing and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow." Then when you do it, ain't nobody nowhere to be found.
Nope.
They disappear. They up and go like a fart in the wind. But this is what you asked for, supposedly. You asked for this. You asked for 19 23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Don't ask for this. So where y'all at now? Man, this is crazy. But that's what I be saying. Boys be acting like what they really not. You not a true Jalen Hurts supporter.
Exactly.
Because you want to see this man fail. Now, if Jalen Hurts would have had a Carson Wentz type game and we'd have lost, they'd have been all over this joint. He'd have been sitting here. He'd have been behind me talking like, "Yeah, I told you." Nah, come back
here.
Work.
He like, "I'm in studio with everybody."
And Carson actually played a decent game. He
didn't.
He did.
He didn't.
Let me talk.
Wait.
He played
before you lied to the family.
Everybody seen the game, so I'm gonna tell you what I thought.
You lied to the family.
No, don't. Let me talk.
But let me
talk.
I'm gonna give you the stage, but let me just say one thing.
You can say whatever you want after I'm done. I don't care what you gotta say now. I'm talking. I brought his name up. Let me talk. You can say what you want to say after the fact.
He didn't have a good game. He didn't. Go ahead. He didn't have a good game.
He started off shaky. I give him credit. He started very shaky.
Okay.
Carson Wentz, classic Carson Wentz, 2 interceptions, and one of the interceptions, pick 6, was helped us out greatly in this game. I actually feel he played a good game. In my opinion, we got close, very, very close, depending on these refs, to possibly being in a very different situation. The first touchdown he threw to the dude, Addison, I think it was, that they called back for the holding, that holding call was suspect. Great pass by Carson Wentz, great read on the defense. They get the holding call. If I was the Eagles, if that happened to the Eagles, I would have been furious watching that holding call. But anyway, we got that. Then the Hutchinson to drop, or what they call was a drop. That was also very iffy. Good pass on the run. He was on the move. Good throw. He actually put together a good enough game to keep his team in the game down to the wire. And if certain calls would have went differently, the game could have ended differently. So I gotta give him his props for that. He rebounded off of starting out terrible. He rebounded and played a very good second half, in my opinion.
All right. Carson played like hot garbage. He did what Carson Wentz always does. He makes some nice plays within a game, but playing a bad game, he makes some nice plays. You look at his arm strength, and you be like, "Yo, he still got that dominant arm. He does these things." But overall, the game was terrible that he played. He played a horrible game. Anybody that watch this game, you'll see that, and even the receivers, not the receivers, the commentators say he's missing open players.
He missed. He put attention to one open throw that he missed, and that was the running back in the flat. That was the only one.
How big was that?
It was a big play.
Okay.
I didn't say he played a great game. I said he played a decent game. After half, he actually put together a very good after half performance. That's why they were in the game. They didn't get no defensive. They didn't get no defensive picks against us. They was literally a play away from possibly winning this game and changing the whole game. And it was based off of him playing very well. He played very well in the second half.
He dug himself out of a hole that he put himself in.
Yeah, he did. And I'll give him credit for that. Yes.
Then you got yourself out the hole.
Yeah, I'll give him credit for that. In a lot of instances, the quarterback could fall apart and playing that bad in the first half and throwing some very ill-advised passes. He actually put together a solid second half to keep him in that game. I mean, but listen, I'm not here to bring any praise on Carson Wentz because this is about Jalen Hurts. I'm just speaking about the quarterback's performance in general because he was a former Eagle. He has been a topic of debate on this podcast and many others, I'm sure.
That's true.
So that's why I brought up Carson Wentz in his performance. And I'm trying to be as honest as I can about both sides or both quarterbacks in this game. Jalen Hurts clearly outclassed Carson, clearly played the type of football that needed to be played in a game where the running game was completely non-existent. The blocking was suspect. Saquon was trying all he could to spin. He's throwing spin moves and 4 yards behind the scrimmage. Like he bounced in the juke and this, that, and the third. I didn't think Barry could have had 60 yards behind this offensive line.
It's the guards. Those two guards is just trash.
Yeah.
And Jordan Mailata is not having a great season either so far. But it's the guard play and the center play. We struggling right there. That middle of the line, we're not getting no pressure. And I was the bull Fred Johnson. I know this. I know he's a tackle, but I would not be opposed to put him at the guard position like we did Becton last year. Becton came in as a tackle. We groomed him, made him a guard. He enjoyed playing guard. He got money playing guard. Why can't we put Johnson, Big Fred up there? I know he's tall, but I would just go and give it a try. I mean, because the guards that we have on the team they're not good, and Saquon can't get to the second level of the offense. They stopped him right there at the line of scrimmage or behind.
Yeah, he had several 3-4 yard losses. I mean, where as soon as he got the handoff from Jalen, somebody was literally grabbing at him. So, I mean, that's impossible to have a good game against something like that. So, yeah, I mean, you making some solid points. We got to make some adjustment to offensive line, bro. Because, I mean, do I think Jalen, the system hurts? King Jalen can do his thing and pass it to victories a lot? I absolutely do. He showed you this. He showed you this game. He could do it. We got the weapons to do it, and this is why I think and I understand why people get frustrated as Eagle fans when the passing game ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing because we do feel we have the two best wide receivers in football. We do feel that way. I know I feel that way about AJ and Smitty. Smitty, he a dog, man. Smitty, bro. That dude. I mean, to be literally the smallest guy on the field, including kickers and punters.
It don't matter.
Punters. And he get active. He remind me a lot of Deshaun Jackson a little bit.
Yeah.
Without minus a little bit of the speed. Cause I mean, he got speed. Don't get me wrong, but Deshaun
with the speed, he makes up with the hops, the jumping ability, because he could jump with the best of them. I still say that Denver game, that last possession. If AJ didn't beat him up, he would have got that.
No, I agree. That was a touchdown. I firmly believe if AJ wasn't behind him, that would have been a touchdown. AJ, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think Smitty has taken over the number one spot as the Eagles?
I feel that way.
Do you think that?
No, but I wouldn't be mad at someone who has that opinion.
I don't. I'm gonna say no, but I'm leaning toward yes, and the reason why I'm leaning toward yes is because his mindset.
Yeah,
AJ, I think mindset allows him to regress, if you will, when things ain't going too well. And that game, that Denver game to me was a very good example of that.
Yeah.
Not only did he stop running on that one route, he also pretty much choked out Devonta Smith when he was trying to catch the game with a Hail Mary. He choked out Devonta Smith to stop us from winning the game. But I do think the mindset of Smitty helps him to continue to rise despite whatever situations we in and continues to ball no matter how frustrated, no matter how many times the ball comes his way. Smitty just balls. And to me, that mindset is everything, man. It's everything. So I'm not one to say he number one because I do think with intent, just off of natural ability and physical talent, I gotta go with AJ. But AJ gotta get his head together, man.
But AJ had a strong game. Like he made all of the big points. But like that 3rd and 13, that was a
huge to come back to come back on it out of bounds. What he called it, right?
And then even to end the game to get us in a position to end the game, he hit that once again. Jalen went to the bread and butter. He got the ball and just fell on the It was like a 39, 40-yard catch. So I mean, AJ is still that dude. I can't take that away from him. He just a lot to handle. Emotionally, he's like it's just, and I get it. But that's the one thing I like about Devonta. He's not that diva wide receiver, that number one diva. You can appreciate that more on your team. When things aren't going too right.
Yes, because you don't feel as a quarterback when your receivers start blowing up on the sideline and start getting attitude and pouting and not talking, then you feel this overwhelming pressure to throw him the ball, and that could kind of get in your head a little bit. And with Smitty, I don't think you have that. Like Smitty, the type of dude come over and he'd express himself, but he'd be like, "Look, you can kind of hit me over here, and if I hit him like this, I can get over." He'd communicate like that, and not like on the either just avoiding talking to you, which AJ seems to do sometimes, just kind of shut down, or like the opposite, like a TO, just start yelling at you and being like, I'm over here, just throw me the dog on ball. That could get in your head too. So that mindset matters a lot to me. That mindset, and I like where Smitty's head is at, and I think that's why Jalen has been rewarding Smitty in here, not 9 catches for almost 200 yards.
Yeah, the game of his life. Appreciate it. I know, but Jalen, you gotta give my props to my young boy. Can y'all leave him alone now? Can he have a week of rest when people don't mess with me? Can he just work on a game plan for the Giants next week?
Tim, think about it, bro. This is the quarterback who had one of the all-time Super Bowl performances. And then 2 weeks into the season, Bulls start turning on him. Ethan included. Ethan took about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, turned on him. Wayne always kind of turned on him. Wayne act like he'd be with him, and then he trying to like sneak diss him on the side a little bit with little slick comments. And then but he tried not to do it enough where he was like, well, I gave him props, and he's not a little critical to yo, and he tried to do it like that. But
like, we know when you don't like a person. It don't matter what you say. We know you don't like him.
It ain't gonna never stop. It ain't gonna once you have fixed in your mind that you just don't rock with somebody really like that, it ain't ever gonna stop. This is gonna be a constant battle through Jalen's whole. Jalen could win 2 more Super Bowls. I'm telling you, you're gonna get boys trying to hate. And I like the fact that he had this game too. I don't like the fact that Saquon couldn't run because DSS. We're gonna talk about that. We were talking about that a little bit earlier too with the offensive line, but he couldn't run. And they knew he couldn't run, and he was able to get the ball downfield. He still was able to pass for 300 yards. That's what I like to see.
Yeah,
that is the Jalen that I like to see, despite all odds, without the running game, with a suspect offensive line, he getting the job done. Put that and smoke it.
Suspect OC, suspect head coach, all that suspectness. Yet and still, he was able to ball.
Yeah.
Did you see our third wide receiver? I didn't even see him in the game. Did you see him?
Dotson. That's a good point. I didn't see Dotson today.
Yeah.
I was I nodded off in the third quarter. Coming out of halftime, I took a little power nap. You know, when you get old, when you're in your 40s, you gotta take a little power nap throughout the day. So I took a little power nap. So I don't know if he ever got in any plays in the third or something. Maybe somebody in the chat could tell us. But I didn't really see him at all.
Yeah, OC is absolutely terrible. But good game. Are you worried about the defense? How do you think the defense did? I know our cornerback, what's the boy named Jackson? He got banged up a little bit. I thought Jalen Carter played well. He got that big play on what's my man on Wentz. He forced Wentz into that turnover.
Chris Hatcher said Dotson got his 1,000 steps in, but he ain't get no target. So he's out there running around. Somebody who said it. somebody said it earlier about he can't. What did he say? Oh, SS Relabel. He says it's hard for me to be unhappy about anything Eagles. We got a quarterback who just gets it done. I agree. I agree. Hey, DSS, we're going to talk about the Sixers a little bit too before we get out of here. But I do agree with you. We got a quarterback who does get it done. When however he got to do it, he does it. And you can't be mad at that. And we could be in worse situation. We could have Brock Purdy. We could have what's the quarterback from Carolina. I mean, we could have a very different situation here, but for some reason, we like to hate on the bull that we got, who got us a Super Bowl and who gets us to the playoffs every year.
Yep.
Look like another playoff run is on the horizon, but we hate on this man. We hate on this man. I don't know, but
shout out to Kobe Dean. First game back, he was able to start alongside the ball Bond, and he played well. Had a good game. Had some good. He had total 6 total tackles a day.
Yeah, there's an X-Men. It's a lot. It's a lot of bums.
Jahad Campbell was able to get play the edge rusher a little bit. We still need help in that position. What you think about BG? They saying that BG might come out of retirement to help out the defense.
I think we need to get BG and CG back. I think both G's need to come back. BG and CG, because this defense to me is lacking an emotional motor. That bull Mason, that was a good pickup by Minnesota from the Niners last year too. He went to work. He went to work on us. He was average. How many carries? He averaged. He kind of got shut down toward the end. He only ended up averaging 4 yards a carry. But at one point, it looked like he was getting 6-7 yards a chunk at will at a certain point. So some of the comeback routes that Carson was throwing, those are hard routes to cover. I mean, Addison and the Bull Jefferson are very good wide receivers.
And they ran that same route like 8 times.
And you don't. And see, the thing about that route, and I played the cornerback a lot in my lifetime, in my career, my illustrious career, mind you.
Al Bundy.
It's a very hard route to defend because you don't want to overcommit like Isaiah Rodgers did, and that's what happens to you when you peek your nose into the backfield thinking you got a beat on a play that somebody double moves you, and it's over. When they double move you off that route, it's over, and that's exactly what happened to Isaiah Rodgers late in that game. And so that's why Minnesota continues to run it, because they know eventually if somebody peeked their head too far into that back, try to undercut that route, jump that route, we hit you right over the top, and it's over. But all that being said, I'm not overly mad at the defense. We only gave up 22 points. We did give it 300 yards passing to Carson. We did have 2 turnovers, which was good. But we do got to get some more pressure on the quarterback too. We got to get more pressure. You got too much time back there, you're going to get hurt. I wouldn't mind seeing BG Phil. BG didn't remember he was questionable about retiring. He really didn't want to. So if they really talking to him about coming back, BJ going to come back. I'm telling you. Now we got to get Chauncey Gardner Johnson back too.
Yeah. Well, think of some next gen stats. Jalen Hurts completed all 5 of his deep passes for a career high 215 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Vikings. The Vikings defense had allowed only 3 deep completions all season entering week 7.
Say that again. I was reading some of the comments. What'd you say?
I said the Vikings defense had allowed only 3 deep passes or deep completions all season entering the game.
Wow.
And Jalen had 3, and Jalen had 5 deep passes today.
Wow. I mean, we always listen. All those who really evaluate Jalen properly, one of the things you know is he is probably quite possibly the best deep ball thrower in the game. Which McCall said at the very end of the game. Greg Olsen, he mentioned that. He puts it on the dot. I've been saying I personally think I started the Jalen Hurts best deep ball throw in the league. I started this like 3 years ago. Don't shake your head. Yes, I started. I give you credit for being the first to glaze ride him.
No. We're gonna edit that and allow you to say it again.
Let me finish. Let me cook. No, you know the first one to be the Jalen Hurts fan club. I give you that. But I was the first one to say, yo, this bull deep ball is unmatched. It's unmatched. And now I hear everybody kind of regurgitating my same point that I made several years ago, which is cool. But he's definitely, in my opinion, the best deep ball thrower in the game. So that stat actually, again, that speaks volumes. If they only let so far 3 deep balls go all year and he comes in and throws 5 of them in one game, that says everything that I already know.
Yeah. And, and keep in mind, that first touchdown pass to AJ, that was all him. That wasn't a call play. That was him. That was them making the connection. That was an audible.
Oh, yeah. The one, well, that was audible on the fly because he kind of turned a little bit. He kind of scrambled out to the left and then kind of, you're like, yo, go ahead. You got that.
Yeah.
He took off and the rest was history. It was done deal. So no, they was ready to have a parade for Carson Wentz and they won, which is they was definitely ready to have a parade for Carson. The Philly fans who like Carson was ready to have a parade for Carson if they won.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part. But he did point to AJ go deep. That was hot. That was that point.
All 22. You want to jump? You done with this one? Jumping the Sixers, or are you still?
I do want to jump some Sixers talk real quick because I got some places I gotta be. Sixers. I think that backcourt, bro. I think that backcourt gonna be good, man. Listen, they got 3 certified buckets at guard right now. You got Quentin, you got VJ, and you obviously got Max. Maxey to me Maxey's incredible. Maxey game, it looked like he even got better. Like even watching him in preseason so far, I mean, he flow like water. Like he's just like you could see just the veteranship in Maxey game. Like the ball is just smooth, his handle is pull up. He just know where he want to be. He know how to get to where he want to get to. It's just a total command of the game. And his only what's his Maxey 5th year? Fourth year.
I think this might go on to his 5th year.
Okay. It looks beautiful, man. It looks beautiful. And then you add VJ, who is an athletic freak. Yo, my man is literally jumping out of the building, bro. I know you wanted Ace Belly, and I mean, say Ace Belly.
I'm gonna get there.
He probably gonna be. I know you are. He probably gonna be that bull. But VJ, I'm liking what I'm seeing, bro. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Quentin Grimes is a bucket. He got mad game. And if them 2 boys work with VJ and he might get a little bit, I don't even know if I really want him getting schooled by PG because PG going to sprinkle some of that little soft mindset into his mind and have him sitting out rest games and all that. I don't even want PJ touching VJ. I want VJ around Quentin Grimes and Maxey. That's what I want to learn from. And his backcourt is going to be unstoppable. Go ahead.
All right.
And Bono look good too, by the way.
I do like what I'm seeing from the Sixers. I'm not going to front. We'll be back on Wednesday after the game. They play Boston. That should be a nice little test to start the game, to start the season. I'm going to go on record as saying that Ephraim mentioned already, I wanted, and I still want Ace Bailey. I think he has the bigger upside than VJ. I think that I think that's somebody that's generational. He probably could be with Maxey and Quentin for years to come. But that being said, I'm gonna get a young boy VJ a shot. I want to see what he do. We know he's athletic. He's streaky with the shooting. Hopefully he gets better. I mean, but the East is wide open. There's no team that we said this is the best team out there. Boston, they lost a couple pieces. I do like that they signed the boy from Portland. What's the young boy, the wing? I do like that. But Indiana, they lost. What's your boy name?
Oh, Holly.
Yeah, they got Halliburton is injured, so the East is open. And Joel Embiid, he was healthy. He looks healthy. He looks healthy. He looks slimmer.
He did look slimmer.
So I'm looking forward to this season. I'm going there optimistic, and if we can make a run, the door's wide open. And Golden State. They old and decrepit.
I'm telling you right now.
I just want to
right now. Golden State gonna be, if barring any injury, Golden State gonna be in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah. It's like I talked about Maxey. It's just looking like the game is just there with him. He's just in the game. Like that's how I'm telling y'all. as good as Maxey looked, Steph Curry looked even like a whole nother level. Like it's at 37 to be able to keep your body intact. And obviously you got all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the skill set from playing basketball that long. And now they put you on the court when you healthy, your body feel good, and you got all the skill with it. And then you add in Jimmy Buckets and Big Al Horford. They brought baby Steph along too. Then you got baby Steph. I want to see Sixers and Golden State in the finals. I'm telling you, man. You're right. Golden State barn injury might get there. I'm telling you, they got a nice squad, bro. They gonna be nasty.
Okay,
you heard about the East.
Okay, he's gonna sweep them in 3.
I don't see. I can see them beating them. I can't.
Be so bad they're gonna sweep them in 3.
I'm telling you, it's not happening. But the Sixers, I do think Sixers got an opportunity, bro. With B back in the lineup, he was moving around. I like the ball movement too. It wasn't sticking with him. He wasn't just backing down and trying to throw up some hooks and all the do fadeaways. The ball was moving. Everybody was getting active. The only one who actually looked corny in the preseason games that I watched was Oubre. Oubre was throwing up some garbage at the rim, but everybody else was looking pretty good, man. Even that young boy Barlow, number 25, Barlow looked good. We got some ballers on this team.
I like Barlow a lot. I think he's a great backup.
I'm telling you, man, Sixers gonna be all right, bro. VJ and Maxey and Quentin Grimes. I don't know who should start. I hear some people saying maybe one of them should play the wing, and because PG, who knows when Paul George going to get here? That's one. So
he's gonna mess everything up when he gets in the game.
possibly. But I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. Barlow Kembor, he active. Barlow real active.
Yeah.
That's the Edward Dillick a little lost to me. I got to see him play some more. I don't know. He was kind of in and out a little bit. Maybe that's what contributed to him looking a little lost. But I from last year, he ended last year pretty well. I like Justin Edwards. I think most of us on here like Justin Edwards. So maybe we'll see, as the season goes on, him getting some more minutes and getting, accustomed to the lineup. But I actually like him. I like Justin Edwards. Oh, you can't bench Grimes. He impacts the game too much. I agree. That's what I'm saying. They all do. You got to get in the way. See, but so y'all thinking – coming off the bench ain't necessarily a bad thing neither, though. Like, you can still come off the bench and get significant minutes as a 6-man. So that might be a good thing if you get Grimes working in, coming off the bench a little bit. You let, and so far the lineup has been VJ and Maxey starting, and then Grimes coming off the bench, and they still was looking good. Now, granted, the last game they played was against the G League or Minnesota's B team.
Yeah.
However, I like that rotation. Them three, you got Maxey and VJ starting, and then you got Grimes coming in for Maxey when Maxey's, when the points is on the bench. When Maxey's on the bench, you still got points coming off the bench. I'm not mad at that. I don't think you need to start Grimes, in my opinion. But that's my thoughts on it.
All right, so we'll be back. Y'all gonna actually see us twice this week because again, we'll be back Wednesday after the Sixers game, the home opener. Hopefully, it's a victory over Boston. And
y'all might see me Tuesday. NBA season starts Tuesday. Golden State in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's gonna be a solo show by Ephraim.
Yo, might see me back if the chefs go off. I'm telling you right now. So tune in.
Yeah, we don't need Sweet the King, but don't forget. It's like no.
Yeah, when Lil Zeke coming back? Lil Zeke, but he had an operation on his hand or his thumb or something, right?
Yeah, so he might be done for a couple of weeks. But what may happen is he might be trade bait. We might be able to use him to trade for like a future pick or something.
I can see that. Maybe for a win.
Don't forget, y'all.
Paul George.
Hit that like before y'all get out of here. Though, hit that like button, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're gonna catch y'all Wednesday night after the game. Maybe Ephraim on Tuesday.